Remember freshman year of high school? Did you ever check the mirror to see if your hair was just right? Not wanting to admit it yet? Okay. One day I looked in the mirror, like always. The hair was just right, but this eye was all wrong, like a big purple plum. My mom drove me straight to the hospital. Steroids fixed that eye swelling, but my blood sugar soared to over 700. The doctor sat me down and told me the news. Son, you're a diabetic. And what's the first prize the doctor gives you? That's right, it's a giant needle. I was frustrated. I looked in the mirror again. I didn't know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been here before? Sad, afraid, and angry, all at the same time? To rise above our challenges, we need a model. At 14 years old, I had no model for health. But life was about to change. One day around this time, my dad saw an ad for a cheap karate class in the newspaper. He threw away. We couldn't afford karate. We couldn't even afford a second copy of that newspaper. But then my brother found $5 for me in my dad's wallet. I ran to the store, opened the paper, and we could afford this karate. Imagine walking into a boxing gym straight out of Rocky. In the ring is your new karate teacher. He looks like the Terminator. And the Terminator and I sparred every week. Well, sparring implies a battle. This was more like a beatdown. I cried a lot in that gym bathroom. One day I put my hands on the sink and stared into the mirror. I thought, not this time. I would not quit. I would not fail. I went out to the ring and I landed a right and a left and another right. And then, have you ever felt like a scrambled egg? I was the egg. Can anyone guess what happened next? The same hand that knocked me down lifted me up. The Terminator taught me how to train, what to eat, even how to think. I had my model. Now when I looked in the mirror, I saw the Terminator training. I applied his lessons not just to karate, but to diabetes. I became healthier than most non-diabetics. I rose above my diagnosis. And I became a much better karate student. I got so much better, the Terminator asked me to teach karate. But here's the thing about me. I never liked talking to people. Teaching karate helped this introvert find his voice. That helped me years later, after college, when I visited a cult-like speaking group. The good kind of cult, like Tesla or CrossFit. Now, your journey to this event today started somewhere. Remember that first meeting? I bet it was just like mine. You're nervous. You sit way in the back. See that guy in the back? It's hard to see him on video. I was behind him. Then you hear your name called. You walk up to the front of a room full of strangers and hear, "Tell me a ghost story." Tell me a ghost story? Are you crazy? Who's ever yelled inside like this? I lied. I created a story. I bet you've created a few stories too. After that, I met the club's old hand, a writer we call Mr. Salty. Would you like to know why he's called Mr. Salty? He gives feedback on everything. And it's sharp, witty, and so coarse, you spike your blood pressure. In fact, one day I read a speech with my head down. Afterward, Mr. Salty asked me to speak in some competition. I said, wait. Did you just see my speech? He didn't see my speech. He saw what my speech could be. Today I see Mr. Salty in the mirror with an introvert's secret weapons. Would you like to know what they are? A pen and a keyboard. I use them to rise above my fear. As Mr. Salty says, the best extroverts are introverts with better writing. So nowadays, my mirror is like my corner in a fight. I've got a first coach, a second coach, even a cut man if things get nasty. But now, who's in your corner? Who showed you how to rise? Who saw what you could be before you could see it? My friends, the next time you look in the mirror, pause. Remember your models and thank them. Be them. Right now, someone is sad, afraid, or angry, and they need you. We take our wisdom for granted, but to the right person, your insight is a gift. And sharing our wisdom, isn't that why we're all here? My friends, find that person. Share your gifts. See our potential. Then tell us what you see. And watch as we rise above.